ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes and could be in for another one here today. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. Conference championship on the line right now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stopped for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Grabbed by the receiver.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's stolen short of the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play caller is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Sooners.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Scanning the field. It's Baker. The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
The tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31. The Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Now it's second down here. Hand off to the single back. Breaking tackles. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Texas. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's Green. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. Going to hand this off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Back to pass. It's Baker. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. The ball is picked off. He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Make the stop, but the offense is set up in spread position. First down from the 23.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. Oh, the football comes out. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment. So with the quarter break, Kurt, Oklahoma has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going to...
Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's an option look. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant, allowed the defense to get to him.
The receiver makes the catch. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man to keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Oh, that That's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. To the air, it's Baker. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and sack him with a tackle inside the 10.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On the ground, it's Warren. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to meet the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss in the play. The Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. The Sooners will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sooners! This offense really clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To To throw, it's Baker. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run it. Fighting him off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Grab down the middle. It's Toppins. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Baker. Caught by the receiver. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. One more play before they head to the locker room. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. 14. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the completion made. Great swings at the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. On the move now. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, I think you go with the safe call here with the out route. Quarterback's comfortable with that. I would have loved to see the receiver take that route a little bit deeper. Now it's 4th and short because he didn't take that route upfield.
A running play called on 4th down. Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
After a clutch conversion on 4th down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
I like the pressure here from the defense. Quarterback gets outside, breaks contain with the bootleg. Nowhere to go with the football, so he decides to just tuck it and pick up a short gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Baker. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in the conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
He knocked through the P-18 and go up 28-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Catch made on the out route. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Nobody open downfield, he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's running out of time here. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
With this big a fourth quarter deficit, defense playing smart, very well prepared for these four verts. Quarterback's going to have to find a way to deliver accurate passes downfield if they want to come back in this game.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's in the clear. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down?
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, exploring. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He hands it to the back. Touchdown, Sooners. They are pouring it on now. A That's another touchdown. An old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Offense takes the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Breaks into the clear. Bursts into space. At the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. They were not going to catch him that time.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Bites off a defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Leaning on the run game here late. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The Sooners move into the red zone. They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. That one's incomplete. An interesting force down call, but it doesn't work.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Baker. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Texas, 31.
Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, what a grab! And the timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. The quarterback setting up to throw. He makes the grab. And they finally get him to the ground in what will be the final play. That's it. Game over. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12.